welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the New York Yankees. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in Game 1. But this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after Game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And on the hill today, Garrett Cole. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, and when he's on, he's a real treat to watch. I've become a fan myself. You know, he often takes the pressure off of his hitters to score a lot of runs, but they have to be careful to not just go into a slumber. They've got to put up some runs, make it a little bit easier for this guy so he doesn't have to battle every time that he's out there. No one should be surprised, though, if he settles in and takes control of the game and throws a shutout.
And a pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push runs across as often as possible.
Got him swinging. Michael Brantley stands in. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And stepping in for the Astros, number 0. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That's in there.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hoog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either.
I'm swinging. He chased the changeup, and good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing.
Back in the Bronx, and today on the hill, Framber Valdez. What do we need to know here?
Well, he issued way too many free passes this last time out. You can't win at this level if you allow that many base runners. So today, he's got to get strike 1, put the hitter on his heels, maybe get some swings and misses, and offset those walks with more strikeouts in this one.
The wind and the pitch. Line drive, base hit. And that one's going to get into the corner.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. The 0-1. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Now a relay to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Roberto Clemente, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Framber Valdez had a great 2022, an all-star, and of course as well his Astros won the World Series. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Yeah, Boog, in an ERA of under 3, pitched over 200 innings, and looks like they were easy innings for him, and finished 5th in the American League.
Now this one is smoked down the left field line. On its way, if it's fair, out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and that gives them a lead. It's 3-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Now the left fielder, Babe Ruth.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
And first offering is fouled off. And now the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way. And gone. A solo shot. And they tack one on the board. It's 4-0. Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it did, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make.
So a man aboard, Derek Jeter now at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So up next, Ken Griffey Jr. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
The pitch. Ground ball to Abreu. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Framber Valdez won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher on now, Hunter Brown.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And up next for New York, Jorge Posada. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man.
Now fly ball to right center. Brantley pulls it down. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These guys are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And that one is lifted in the air. Brantley in position. And that'll do it. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. All set for the start of the inning. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, number 1. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs. James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. When Cole's brother-in-law, Brandon Crawford, took him deep, Cole signed a pair of spikes for Brandon Crawford. One that said adios pelota, and the other one that said out of here.
Yeah, calls by the great John Miller and Dwayne Kuiper of the San Francisco Giants. Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Set down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees.
Really good battle right there. That final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
So next up for Houston, number 50, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. That's in for a strike. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. And there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Yordan Alvarez. In there for strike 1. Alvarez, who's from Cuba, he grew up idolizing a future teammate, Yuli Gurriel, who is 13 years his senior. Check swing went around, and the count is 0-2. And that's down and away.
It's a good take.
That one off the mark. And that's ball 2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Lou Gehrig. Brown back to work. Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And here's the first baseman, Don Mattingly. And a rope into center field, base hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Roberto Clemente. And that's a base hit. Here comes Gehrig. Alvarez fires it to the plate, and he's in there as a run scores.
puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. He's already homered in this one. Base knock center field. Mattingly around third. The throw into third, and they are rolling. Runners at the corners, still nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Reggie Jackson. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 9-0.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter, doubled in his first AB. Lined, and that's a base hit. Ruth around third. Alvarez fires it to the plate. Not in time. He scores. And it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
This is unbelievable. That's now 6 consecutive hits by this lineup. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Pitching change here, J.P. France.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his staff.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Makes the catch up against the wall. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That one ripped. Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tags for home. In to score is the runner from third. It's 11-0.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way bad.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. In the air, right side. Tucker should have it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. We played 2 full. It's the Yankees 11 and the Astros nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. New inning getting started. Here's Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off. Thinking Kyle Tucker has done a little bit of everything. He's won a World Series. He's been an All-Star. He's won a Gold Glove. And a guy who was the 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft. And down on strikes he goes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball there.
He's been a guy that can kind of fly under the radar, but not so much anymore. Everyone's aware of the damage that he can do in that lineup. But the guy that's kind of old school, doesn't wear the batting gloves, just goes up there and rakes. Got a great arm in the outfield as well. Definitely the pride of Plant High School in Tampa, Florida.
Jose Abreu up to hit. Next pitch is popped up. Mattingly on his way over. Tracks it down for the out. And the inning is over. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 11 and the Astros nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now Lou Gehrig. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Man at first, now the number 2 hitter, Don Mattingly. Line drive. Makes the grab on the right. And there's one down.
The second baseman.
And now Roberto Clemente. He's already homered here in this one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And out of here. Another home.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Here's some real power at the plate. Babe Ruth. In the air, center field. Brantley going after it. Nice grab on the run. Out number 2. And next for New York, Reggie Jackson. Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. 3 innings complete. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Start of the 4th. Now it's the DH, Jose Altuve. Singy, you think about all the success Altuve's had in the postseason, including the walk-off homer off of the Yankees and Aroldis Chapman in 2019. Only Manny Ramirez has more postseason home runs in Major League history. Fought off foul.
Yeah, Jose Altuve really tells you a lot about how he's able to play the game and feel no pressure, just performing at a high level in the postseason, and no doubt he's been a big part of a couple of the Houston Astros World Series championships.
1-2 now. Altuve waits. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes. And right back to the mound. Throws to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And Michael Brantley is going to come up to hit. Singy, 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, number 0. Struck out swinging his first time.
Happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. The Yankees lead this one 13-0. Back in New York, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Derek Jeter. The pitch. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Brantley brings it in with a nice running grab.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs. Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable. Does a good job behind the plate. But offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers.
There's a swing and a drive. And forget it. He'll circle the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 14-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And now Shohei Ohtani. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
And up next for New York, Lou Gehrig. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's a speed threat, number 1.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff.
Boots it. So man aboard. Now here is number 50. First pitch, and he just misses.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play. For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did. Whips it across. One away here in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Swings through that one. 0-1. Chris, it's pretty amazing to think that Yordan Alvarez could actually be a Dodger. The Dodgers originally signed him in 2016, and a little over a year later, the Astros acquired him for Josh Fields. Pretty good deal for Houston. Here comes the pitch. Swings and misses. 2 away down.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And next to hit for Houston, Kyle Tucker. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's in there for strike one.
Great deal. And you see Yordan Alvarez really emerging as that David Ortiz type of designated hitter. Even though he likes playing left field, this is a guy that has become a true force in that position, if you want to call him the DH.
The 1-1. That one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Lifted in the air, right field. Jackson trying to get there. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. That is the inning. One left for Houston, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Rafael Montero.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
John Mattingly digs in now.
For the Yankees, the first baseman, John Mattingly.
And he deals. That's hard hit. In the line. Alvarez makes the catch. 1 away.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Towards left center. Brantley in position. And there are 2 down.
The lefty, number 3, Babe.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Babe Ruth. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped. Base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton. And everything seems to get started around this guy.
2 outs, run at first. And stepping in for the Yankees, Reggie Jackson. And first offering is fouled off. Ruth, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a screamer into the outfield. Alvarez puts the squeeze on that one, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. Yankees out in front, 14-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, now it's Alex Bregman. And the pitch. Bregman, who had a great career at LSU. He was the 2nd overall pick in 2015. He wears that number on his back, number 2. And Singy, he was a big Derek Jeter fan growing up. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Well, Boog, a lot of guys would love to be taken in the 1st round and 2nd overall, but Alex Bregman seems to have carried that as a chip on his shoulder over the years, not being the number 1 pick overall. And he's played in such a way where he's always trying to show people that he's the best, and it's translated on both sides of the ball.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Caught him looking for the K.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Abreu batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The 0-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. froze him with the heater at the knees.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Altuve, an all-star a season ago, 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Lifted in the air out to left. Ruth makes the catch, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. The Yankees lead it 14-0. And welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Derek Jeter.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
And that one hammered. That's back. That's his 4th.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, but he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
Brantley hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's pretty clear the offense is just feeding off each other at this point. Confidence is contagious.
Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. Ground ball right side. Now 2 away.
The designated hitter,
And stepping in is the speedy Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3. Ohtani measures 6 feet 4 inches, 210 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Hammered, base hit. So the lineup flips over. Lou Gehrig getting ready to hit. And a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Back to right. That one gets down for a hit. Now a long throw home. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
That's 3 singles in a row. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
And that gets down for a base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate, and the lead continues to grow.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Hector Neris gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Mattingly coming home. 1 run across, and he's got a double, his 4th hit.
He was all over that one. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
So 2 down. Here's a big power threat. Reggie Jackson. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. One run is in. Tucker throws to second. The tag out. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do score. They bring 9 to the plate, and 6 come around to score. We head to the 7th now in game 2. The Yankees lead this one 20-0. Welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now Michael Brantley steps in. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
Pretty amazing. His first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at bat.
Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive. In the air, foul off first. Mattingly moving under this one. And there's one down.
The batter, number 0.
Stepping in, number 0.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Just off the outside part of the plate. And a 1-1. Swings through that one.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Number 1 in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Here's your 1. And a foul ball. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Mattingly under this one. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Derek Jeter.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Neris back to work. Swing and a laser off the bat. This looks like extra bases. And now let's see if he goes for it. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Line drive, base hit right field. Tucker hustles to get it in. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at 1st and 3rd.
He had a pretty ugly offer going into this game up until that at bat, so a little sigh of relief there. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
That's a base hit, run scores. Runner stops at 3rd, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Brian Abreu gets the ball now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So they're at the corners now. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And that one in the air center field. Brantley makes the play. Runner tags from third. Junior hung up in a rundown now. Tag out at third. And that's a double play.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
Digging in, Lou Gehrig. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And now the first baseman, Don Mattingly. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Posada around third. One run is in. Another comes in to score, and they extend their lead. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and back here in New York, we go to the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 50. And he grounds one to the right side, and that's just foul. Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball. Kicks and deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Left-hand batter waits. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one away. Here's Yordan Alvarez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Right side. Jackson should have this one. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Kyle Tucker up next for the Astros. On the ground. Over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back in the Bronx, onto the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Roberto Clemente. With the right-hander back to work. Line drive, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a double and his 5th hit of the game. Babe Ruth will hit next.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Hit hard, base hit. Here comes Clemente around third. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate.
Well, clearly being aggressive on the bases right there, trying to add on to that big lead. Credit to the defense, though. Nice execution to cut him down at the plate. Man, it's good to see they're still out there trying to make plays for their pitcher.
Reggie Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees. And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Line drive, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Man at first. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The relay in there safely.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So 2 on with 2 away. And next for New York, Ken Griffey Jr. In the air out to center. Brantley in position. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Back now in the Bronx. All set to start the 9th in this one. And the batter now, Alex Bregman. And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Went right after him with that 2-strike pitch as he continues to roll on the mound.
Yeah, he's not out there trying to nibble at all. He is attacking the strike zone, and I think when your confidence builds as the start goes on, still putting up all zeros on the scoreboard gives you a lot of confidence that you can really continue to go after these hitters. And that wasn't the best pitch for the strikeout there, and he'd probably admit that, but he got it by him.
0-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Snags it for the 2nd out. So the Houston lineup turns over. Jose Altuve up to hit here. That one's in there, 0-1. And the righty deals. Little chopper rolls foul. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.